You're back. It's February favorites time. Let's talk about it. We're gonna start with beauty. There's really not a lot here. Maria Novella body cream in the vanilla. I bought this when I was in Florence, Italy in the beginning of 2024. So this just reminds me of like winter in Italy when I was like getting ready to go do some metalsmithing for 8 hours in a day. And I didn't want to wear perfume. So this was just like a light thing to just put on and still smell throughout the day without being too crazy. And then I actually have the matching body perfume, but I actually really like the fragrance of this better. It's not like it's almost like a more cookie vanilla in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but I really, really love it. 2 makeup products, that's it. I'm not really like experimental with my makeup at all. I'll just like change it when I remember that maybe I should change it. The first thing is this Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. I love skin tints more than anything. I always wanted to try this one. It has SPF 40 and my aunt had it and I just really was so intrigued by it. And this is incredible. First of all, the color selection is fantastic. I actually found something from like my cool undertones. I don't have cool, it's like neutral cool. I don't know, it's crazy, but it's really difficult to find something that's not like pure orange on me. So I really, really love this so far. We have a concealer here. This is the Lisa Eldridge Pinpoint Concealer. It has no branding on here, which is weird. I'm kind of just noticing that now, but this is the only concealer I've been using. I really like concealer just a little bit under my eyes and then to kind of like cover just the acne scars that I have. And this is what she made it for. Apparently she grew up with acne, so she knew how important it was to have this technique that she created of just very, very gently and carefully covering like little spots and stuff. I'll blend out under my eyes while it gives the spots on my face a chance to kind of like set and mattify to kind of just increase the length of the wear. And then I'll tap that in with a brush and I've just really been liking it. I never thought that this would be me. Not for any other reason except for the fact that it is so absurdly expensive, but I do have a Dyson Airwrap. So I am on this crazy hair healing journey. I used to have the most beautiful, super long to my waist curly hair. It was so thick and shiny. It was just truly so stunning. And since COVID and a lot of weight loss, my hair has thinned out so much. And it's kind of like a whole new head of hair for me. And it's been pretty distressing. So I've been trying to figure out ways to fix that. First, I'm eating, it's a whole nutritional thing, but I'm also doing a lot of scalp care, oil, and also taking Nutrafol and other vitamins. So that I feel like has been helping. I've only been consistent with that now for a month, so we'll follow up on that later. But in the meantime, I'm like, I need to feel good about my current hair because we can't be stressing about this. Stress is like my biggest factor in hair loss, I feel like. So I got a Dyson Airwrap. So a lot of things that when you look up for hair growth, it's like, do not use heat. But then I've also seen a lot of people saying that if you blow dry your hair after a shower, the pros kind of outweigh the cons. And I kind of agree with that. I am someone that lets my hair air dry normally and it takes so long. And so my hair will be in this super fragile state for much longer. And that's really, I feel like has been causing a lot of breakage at the ends because I haven't used heat in my hair in years, like honestly over a decade. And I still have like breakage on the end. Anyway, long story short, I chose the Dyson because of its like low heat damage and I bought the like curly hair version. If you have curly hair, definitely do this version because it doesn't come with the diffuser otherwise. And I just really like this because you don't have to like crank your head to the side and you could just use the diffuser. And so I use this on the curls. This is probably my favorite attachment that comes with it. I use it to dry my roots because I like for my roots to be flat. I use this on like the front part of my hair. This is a really good attachment. Truly such a fantastic investment for me. I really needed this. And also, you know, if you're going through your hair growth journey or like hair revival journey, you know that it's super distressing. Like honestly it is. And I'm not gonna go through this whole time trying to recover my hair feeling like crap about my current hair. Like it's just not worth it. So I bit the bullet on this. I'm really happy I did. Clothing and accessories. Starting off with the obvious right here is my duck feet boots. These are the Arhus boots. I love these. I live in Chicago. You need a good winter boot. Hold on, let me move this. I actually bought a pair of these a few years ago, but I didn't wear them because they didn't fit me properly. The sizing on these is kind of crazy. You do have to size up. I think they're so beautiful and they are so comfortable and functional. To me, that's what makes something so gorgeous and chic is something that has function but is very beautiful and well made. They have a really big, like, wide toe, and they're kind of strange, but I think they're gorgeous, and they have tons of colors. The wool is so warm. I was wearing these, just like slipping them on with no socks to go walk Florence. They're perfect. And then you can also like wear them flipped up, which is so cute. Here, look. You could wear them like this. Like, they're just so beautiful, and I've worn them like crazy and they still look so nice and clean. So I love these. My swan wing pendant that I made. I love her. This was made with that really like grounding technique of like sitting with my tools and like really etching it with straight onto metal, because there's different ways to get something into metal. You can make it in wax first, get it into metal, but this was just like straight on metal. And I'm looking at the picture of the swan in Prague, and I made this off of that as well. So I'm also going to share a few of these on my website in silver and solid gold. And I have been wearing this every single day because it's so beautiful, but it just represents so much to me. And oh, I literally can so easily visualize where I was when I was taking the photos of the swans, and I knew right away that I needed to make a piece of their wing specifically, because it's these things that make me feel so existential, because I look at something as magnificent as a swan and I am just like reminded of how beautiful life is. And it sounds so corny, but it's as simple as that for me. So I wanted a piece of that to wear every day, and I really, really acknowledge it every time I wear it. So I'm excited to offer you these because I know you'll appreciate it as much as I do. Okay, next favorite are scarves. I always talk about my scarves. This is the scarf that I showed you in my last video, and I love it so much. Like I said in the last video, perfect for the winter to spring transition because this is wool. But it's a nice, light, gauzy wool, and it's just so gorgeous. Don't tell me that that's not so beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. You can wear this as it gets kind of warmer, the days that are kind of just fluctuating temperatures all day. But you can also like actually stay warm, and I love it so much. Primarily, it's this gorgeous soft peach color that just has me so happy. This is another beautiful spring pop-up color moment scarf. It has these polka dots. And I got these two at a vintage store, so I don't know what they're from, but I just love them so much. I really love the muted colors of these polka dots because I know polka dots are very in right now, but I'm already getting over the black and white ones, which is crazy because like I bought something recently that has it. That's why I have to be so careful with trends. And when I do trends, I try to do them very like mindfully in enjoying something that like, okay, I love neutral colors. I don't love black and white together, so maybe something like this is perfect for me, and I do love it. So I'll just like wear this around my neck in a multitude of ways because of the shape. You can wear it around your hair. I love it. I do love a black and white stripe though. It's just so classic. And this is like more of a dark gray. And this is Italian Valentino scarf that I got also at a vintage shop. And again, beautiful. I feel like it brings some kind of fun to like the long winter that we're enduring, although it's almost done. But it was so nice for these winter days, still like allowing my personality to show in my winter outfits. My Coach bag. I love a Coach bag so much. My mom and my sister sourced vintage, and they got me this Coach bag. It's this beautiful metallic like gunmetal-y color, which I love so much. I've been wearing this every day. It somehow goes with every single outfit that I want to wear. And the inside has this beautiful stripe pattern that you guys love so much in my Bleecker Street haversack bag. This is from that same like line, and it's so amazing. It has two pockets, then it has these pockets, this one, and it all has that lining inside. And it's so big and spacious. It's so early 2000s girl in her 20s, which is just like, I love it so much. These are my comfy pants, by the way, but I just love it. I wear this bag everywhere I go. It holds everything that I need, and I love it. And the color is just stunning. So this is definitely like my winter bag, but I think I'll probably be wearing it a little bit into spring, but I do have another really beautiful bag coming in. But my sister, I believe, has a few more of these bags in different kinds of metallics. So you can reach out to her, Juliette Boudoir, and see if she has any. But this is amazing. I feel like a really good alternative for the Coach Bleecker Street haversack. If you aren't able to get your hands on that one. Okay, stationery. It's not a crazy amount of stationery items, but this is something I've been wanting to show you for so long, and it is this rose-scented ink that you can use for calligraphy. I like a calligraphy dip pen for my journaling. I like how messy and organic and just poetic it looks. But this one is rose scented, and it's made in France. Here is the box that it comes in. They actually have other scents as well. So I got this at a stationery store near me, but you can order online and they have so many scents. They have like a lemon one and it's like orangey. It's the cutest thing ever. I think it's so stunning, and it actually does smell like rose. So this one's pink, and I love it so much. I'm gonna tell you the next favorites all kind of align, and this is part of what I'm gonna show you right now, but look at the ink. This pink ink, it's just so, I mean, like probably my favorite stationery thing that I own, because it's me in a stationery item. Like, this is just unreal. I just love my dip calligraphy pen. I think that this makes the process of doing my journaling just so much more like grounding, because you have to be so focused on what you're doing. And I think the process of like dipping the pen, seeing a big old blotch on your paper, smearing it, getting water on it accidentally, all of it is just so grounding and poetic, and I don't know how to explain it other than it's just a really beautiful process, and I love it so much. So these next things, we're still on stationery, but it's all starting to blend together, because my next favorite are swans. Yes, the animal, the swan, is a February favorite, but let's talk about how that intersects with stationery first. This is so stunning. It comes with a whole variety of different swans. And you know, normally, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love things to be like so literal in my journal. Like, I think I would like rather something, instead of a swan sticker, something to like represent a swan, if that makes sense. But these I couldn't pass up. Look at the little baby ones. This one literally looks like the picture of the swan that I took in Prague. I don't know, you guys, like, this is just overwhelming to me. I love this black swan. This I'll be using a lot in my journals, but I don't know, I love swans to another level. And this is actually what my next Substack post is about. It's called How to Have a Tea Party with Your Dog. And I talk about my obsession with different animals, but I don't know, I just love swans so much. And again, how this intersects with stationery is this swan charm that I made for my Paper Republic journal. This has actually made me journal more, because I keep pulling it out to stare at it, and I just want to use it just so like everything gets worn in a little bit more. I'm very, very proud of this piece. I literally crafted this with my hands and etching and just like really hands-on, organic, and grounded practice to craft this. And I don't know, I'm just really proud of it. I'm gonna make it in brass as well. This is in copper, but since you're watching this, you get a little bit of an insight before anyone else. I'm actually going to sell these on my website. This is the second July Rose Jewelry journal charm. The first one is the nameplate, which is so gorgeous, but I wanted to make a limited amount of these just because of how much I love the swan. And this is inspired by this picture that I took of the swan in Prague. And so it's just so ridiculously special to me. I can actually show you here. I have another picture of the swan that I took. Again, very special to me. Somehow this is like stationery and swans as a whole, or it's like the biggest category that I'm sharing with you somehow. But this piece of art that this amazing artist made for me and sent me on Instagram, I literally welled up in tears, because she made this piece of art for me, inspired by the photos that I took of myself with the swans in Prague. And I don't know if you're subscribed to my Substack, but my last essay is called Let It Be Ugly, and it's talking about something that I've never talked about so publicly, which is my struggle with obsessive thoughts and body dysmorphia. And the fact that those photos of me in Prague with the swans were taken when I was in a pretty bad place mentally, even though I haven't been in a long time. And then she made this piece of art inspired by that moment, and this is how she saw me, like, just so beautifully. And like, it's really hard to explain properly how much that this meant to me, but I printed it out, put it in my journal. I'm staring at it every day on my phone. It was really game-changing for me. I really, really needed that at the time, so I'm really appreciative of that. And she's so wonderful and talented, and I want to work with her a million times over. Tea stuff, obviously. I talked about this again a little bit in my last video, but matcha. I've been doing matcha lattes. I'm almost done with this already, which is kind of insane. This is really, really delicious. I'm excited to try different matchas. I'm all the way into it. I love the ritual of it. It's perfect. And then this is definitely a tea favorite of mine this month. It's Nightfall by Todd and Holland. And it has chamomile, peppermint, fennel, balm, strawberry leaves, orange, lavender, and rose petals. It's just the perfect evening tincture nightcap to put you to bed, and it's so delicious. And yeah, this has been so comforting to me. And then also, this is all from Todd and Holland, and they have a website. I've had people asking me, where's this stuff from Todd and Holland. They're in Chicago, but they do have a site where all of this is on. And again, I bought this all with my own money. I know I am so excited about them, and I love that store. So but this is a handmade mug from Japan with these little black cats, and then there's a cat inside, and I've just been using this every single day because it just brings me so much happiness. This is like my perfect mug. I'm so in love with it. I could probably go on about my tea favorites for so long, but I need to like split it up a little bit. For my media favorites, the first thing is a newspaper. I know we all want to get into physical media a little bit more, and I think that's a great idea, and there is no better way to do it than subscribing to Le Petit 3 newspaper. I'm shocked if you're not already. This has been, actually haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, which is crazy because it's so beautiful, but it's a newspaper that you get monthly, and it is full of just the most stunning inspiration you will ever see. It's very philosophical and endearing, and you'll have like beauty recommendations in here, book recommendations, recipes, seasonal things. It's just another level, and not to mention that the imagery in here is so ridiculously beautiful. If you're a journaler like me, you can cut things out and you cut all this out and use it. This is the February edition. I haven't read it yet. I'm super excited to, but this is crazy. It's like $9 a month or something so inexpensive. It's a weirdly good deal, and I love this so much. It is the highlight of my month. My movie favorite of the month is Penelope. Have you seen this movie? It's so old now. It's from 2006. As I've been like trying to get like into my spring wardrobe and ordering things off Depop, that movie kept popping into my head because I remember when I was a little girl, I just loved Penelope's room. It's like still my dream room. It's like huge, like its own apartment, and it had a swing inside, and she had like terrariums. It is such a dream, and I was just thinking about that movie so much. And I watched it the other day, and I was like, this movie is incredible, actually. And I was like so touched by it. Well, that is it for my February favorites. I had a beautiful February. I love February. And I hope that you maybe found a new favorite or two from this video. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching these. I love the community that we've built here. And I will be here way more often if you would like me to. So I'm excited. And I'll see you later.